Welcome, welcome, welcome. Make Fathers Great Again is your host, Justin Austin. All praise be to Yahweh, of course. Um, it's it's an interesting world, right? Right now on the table, just today, we have the Omicron hitting California, and of course 22 other countries. We have the shooting at the school in Michigan. We got the just last week another school shooting. We got the Wakusha, if I pronounced that correctly, parade massacre. Then you have Roe v. Wade arguments being heard by the Supreme Court, but decisions won't come out to next summer. The Supreme Court hears it in the fall and releases um, their opinions and rulings in the spring, summer. So it should be interesting 6 months of speculation on that. This is the time for men to stand up. This is the time for fathers to stand up. This is the time for men of Yahweh to stand up. The world needs us. The world needs us. Families are broken. Kids have hate in their heart. Women don't know their identity. We need men of Yahweh to lead, to be an example, to touch the hearts and minds by being tools of Yahweh, by speaking the words of Yahweh, by doing the work of Yahweh. If you don't believe me, look at any local news website right now. Look at their top news. Look at any of those entertainment sites called CNN or Fox News or MSNBC, those entertainment news. Look at those. Look at the financial news. If the world is not screaming, if the United States is not screaming, I need Yahweh, then I'm just out of my mind. The world is screaming that we are in a crisis. The world is screaming that we need faith. We need loyalty to Yahweh. We need belief. We need trust in Yahweh. We need faith and belief. We need leadership. Strong Yahweh male leadership. The world is hurting really bad right now. Kids are walking around with so much hate in their heart. And I think to myself, white, black, Asian, whatever the case may be, they're thinking, I'm thinking to myself that where are the men? This kid who father bought him the gun just 2 weeks ago or a week ago in Michigan, he didn't know that his kid had this kind of hate in his heart. How can a 15-year-old commit such an act and no one know that this kid had issues? So this is my question. Parents, whether you're an 18-year-old parent, 45-year-old parent, 65-year-old parent, do you know what's in the heart of your child? Do you know what's in the heart of your child? When you speak to your children, are you speaking to them in passing or are you speaking to them heart to heart? Give people an opportunity to open their mouth and they'll pour forth what's inside of them. Watch out for the quiet ones because they don't offer you anything for you to evaluate. But if that's your child, they shouldn't be too quiet, right? You've raised them their whole life. What have you been doing for 15 years? I am going to blame the parents. I'm going to blame the parents not because I feel like they coerced the child to do so, which I think is under investigation. I'm going to blame the parents for not knowing their child. And this set of parents is not, they're not alone. There's millions of parents in America that have no clue what's in the heart of their child. No clue. My mom didn't know what was in my heart at 15. Luckily, Yahweh was in my heart. But if you don't know the heart of your child at 3, 7, 10, 13, 15, 18, what are you doing? Or, like, seriously, When do we say that a parent is responsible for importing truth and goodness into their child? Now, we can't put that on the scale that can be weighed so they can face some type of legal or anything. I'm not trying to do that. What I'm trying to say is that as people, as humans, as children of the kingdom, how can we say that we are a parent and we don't know what's in our child's heart? You're not a parent. I'm sorry. You could be a guardian. You can be that child's adult. But you're not a parent. You're not a mom and dad. You're not mother and father. How can you rear up a child that you have a disconnect from? How can you make a child great when you don't understand them? With all you're getting, get wisdom, and with wisdom, get understanding. How much more so if you are leading people? Shouldn't you understand those who you lead, especially if they're in your household? This is not about those parents, because obviously it's too late for them. This is about every other parent, every expectant parent, every future parent. How can you consider yourself a father or a mother and you don't understand your child? You don't know what's in their heart? And more importantly, you're not importing Yahweh and goodness into their hearts. The world is importing into their hearts, not you. This is the problem with the world. They keep thinking that this individuality, me doing what I want to do, I can do anything, my child can do anything, let them have their space, let them do this, I'm going to do me. That's not a parent. And if you go back before women's liberation, yeah, I'm going to call it out. If you go back before Roe v. Wade, your neighbor knew what was in your child's heart. Your neighbor could discipline your child if you weren't there. We were in each other's lives. Moms were in their children's lives because their children were the number one priority and not their job. This is what you get from Roe v. Wade. This is what you get from women's liberation. You have a woman focused on her job. You got a man focused on his job, and you got a kid being raised by the world. Congratulations. Congratulations. Anyone who believes in all this women's rights and independence and individuality and kids can do what they want to and people can be separated from their families, and you guys are dumb. And this is why you're dumb. Because it's not based on truth and it's not based on fact. And check this out. You know, people like to use your truth, his truth, her truth. I'm not even going to play that game because there's no such thing. It wouldn't be truth if that was the case. But let's look at the facts. What do the numbers say? Go pre-Roe v. Wade. Go pre-women's independence. Go pre-women making jobs their priority over their family. And look at the household then. Oh, women were being oppressed because they couldn't go out and wear mini skirts. How many women will die alone? How many women will either have to move in with another woman or go to some type of low income housing because they can't afford their old age? This is a two-income society. Keep telling women they don't need men in a two-income society. Tell me, how does that make sense? The numbers don't add up. Tell me, how can you kill a baby and not have any effects? It does not. You take a life and then you wake up and go eat a cheeseburger and your life is just still the same. You can go to work every day and pay attention, put detail and diligence into someone's company, but you don't know anything about your child. You can tell me the quarterly report from last year. You can tell me the year-to-date earnings. You can tell me 5 things that will increase the bottom line of the company, but you don't know 2 things that are in your child's heart. I'm going to say it. Women, go back home and take care of your kids and stop allowing the world to do so. Men, lead your households, provide, be pastor, protector, and provider. Men of Yahweh, stand up. This is the time. The world is crying for men of faith. The world needs Yahweh. How does the world get Yahweh? Through his agents. Who are the agents of Yahweh? Men. We impart the word of Yahweh to each other, to the women, to the children. We exemplify it. I can say so much more, but I think I've said enough. The world is crying for Yahweh. Yahweh serves the world through men of faith. So, become one, get with one. Seek Yahweh. Seek to be a father. Seek to be a mother. Seek to know the heart of your children. Seek to know the heart of your children. Or watch another Portland County. Watch another Ohio. Watch another Parkland. Watch another Columbine. Watch another Virginia Tech. Watch another Sandy Hook. It's no way possible that these kids who are shooting up schools have personal relationships with Yahweh. And let me furthermore state this too. There's no way possible that these parents have a living relationship with Yahweh while not disciplining their children, while not knowing the hearts of their children. Because Yahweh makes us, compels us, encourages us, teaches us to do so. And the greatest example, Yahweh had a son, right? Has a son. What does his son say? I only say the words of my father. I only do the work of my father. What does your child say?